Well, the dinner date has begun, and they're all happy about it.
Bet you thought this is how the 50s really were, didn't you?
Rock.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
Wrong.
proved. Oh.
That's not how it was?
Nope. The cookie-cutter nuclear families of the 1950s you see in the media often weren't how it really was. Underneath the red lipstick and apple pie were a myriad of problems, from narcotic use to domestic abuse. Despite the common view of the 1950s housewife as a happy-go-lucky domestic goddess, most women suffered from a so-called dark secret: depression. This spread of mental illness led to everyday drug use by American women. One example of this epidemic is the introduction of the tranquilizer drug, Miltown. This drug soon overtook the American public, leading to its use by every 1 in 20 Americans. Miltown was quickly associated with glamour and fashion, as the drug was normalized and became a staple of pop culture. The jeweler Tiffany's even produced ruby and diamond-studded pill cases. This introduction of tranquilizers as normal and even cool led American women down a dark path of further drug abuse. A 1963 study found that 21% of women had taken some kind of tranquilizing drug, compared to just 9% of men. The development of this reliance on drugs began in the early 1950s, as women consistently rated themselves as less happy than their male counterparts. The lack of family sympathy for these women at home, coupled with feelings of isolation and loneliness in their marriages, seems to have encouraged them to seek relief elsewhere, especially at the doctor's office. General practitioners and other medical professionals such as gynecologists actually prescribe these drugs more than mental health specialists, distributing up to 70% of the total prescriptions.
Well, it's sort of traditional, I guess. They say a woman's place is in the home, and I suppose as long as she's in the home, she might as well be in the kitchen.
Many women felt trapped in their roles as housewives and mothers, but the media portrayed women as many different things, making the roles of these women become unclear. While mass media put stereotypes of femininity with Jackie Kennedy as its prime leader, many other women were putting forth the image of a feminist. These women rejected the idea of conventionality and were seen as hairy, PMSing man-haters. Women in the 60s were stuck between two opposing viewpoints on how women should behave, either as the flawless mother figure that dotes on her husband, or the hairy, loud, man-hating feminist that rebels against conventionality. Gloria Steinem was a popular leader of the feminist movement. She was against the man-hating ideals associated with previous feminist movements, and she recreated the whole idea of what feminism looked like. This new approach of femininity changed the nuclear family dynamics in that women were no longer always content in the role of the homemaker.